Madeline Davis with CTV here at the CSU Tennis Complex for an exclusive interview with Sarka Richterova from the CSU women's tennis team. So, first of all, thank you so much for doing this.
I thank you so much for doing this. It's always so much fun to talk to you guys.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So my first question that I have is, what made you want to come to the United States to play tennis?
So I always loved tennis and I loved school. And at home you cannot really combine it if you want to go to a prestige college. So I was thinking, and with my family we were going to the US for winters to Florida. And people are telling me about that there's college opportunity and that with my tennis I could play at college. So I was like, I could try that. And I'm a team player and tennis is obviously not a team sport. So I was really curious how it would be being in a team actually. It was always my dream to be a part of a team. So this was a perfect solution.
Yeah, for sure. So your first year you played at Drexel and then you transferred to CSU. Mm-hmm. Why did you want to transfer here?
So yeah, my first 2 years at Drexel were awesome, but the thing with Drexel is that you have to stay there during summer for co-op, which is awesome opportunity to work in the United States. But I being an international student, I do not spend a lot of time at home already, and going home is really important for me. So I just wanted to have both college and summer. So that's what made me transfer.
Yeah, for sure. So you're talking about going home. How often do you get to go home?
So every summer for 2 to 3 months, and then every winter for Christmas. So it's not too bad.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's nice that you get to spend Christmas with your family.
Yeah,
especially.
exactly. No.
Yeah, it's how what is the difference in like weather from here?
Colorado is pretty similar. So the main difference is that here is so much more sun.
Oh, okay.
we don't get a lot of sun during winter. So it's basically only gray, gloomy, and really depressing at home. So I love Christmas in Prague. It's so romantic and everything is lighted up and pretty. But the whole winter is really sad. So here in Colorado, everything is shiny and you can go outside and feel empowered by the beautiful weather. So that's good.
Yeah, no, I bet. Oh, I bet it's really pretty there though, because they probably have so many like lights and like.
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale, really.
Oh, I bet.
You can buy so many good desserts on the streets, and there are Christmas trees everywhere. And then Prague itself looks like it comes from literally a fairy tale or a romantic novel, and then you get to spend Christmas in there. So it's really
that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Europe for.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah. So you're not alone with being an international athlete on this team. I mean, even Radka, she's also from the Czech Republic like you. How has it helped to have other people from other countries with you?
So I always say that we're like a family away from a family. It's really nice to have people from in the same situation as you are with you. So for example, last year we were all in my house all the time, just having family dinners, and we were spending so much time together. And because you don't have your mom, so you need your friend to be your mom, and you don't have your sister, so like you have everyone around you and everyone is away from their family. So we stick together much more, I feel like, because the only people we have is our team, basically.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so, being away from so far away from home and everything, it's got to be hard. So, but what, in your opinion, is the hardest thing about being an international athlete?
So, I feel like being homesick plays a big role, but I enjoy it a lot because we are always busy here, so you don't really get to be homesick, you don't have time for that. But it's just different culture. Sometimes you just miss your culture, honestly. I love America, but it's so different. It's like two different worlds. So just not being at home with everyone who's from the same country is probably the most challenging.
Yeah. What would you say is like the biggest difference between the culture in America and then the culture back where you're from?
I think that we are really, really family oriented. When while America is more career oriented, I feel like. So everyone here is about what job they will get, and everyone at home is just about like staying close to your family.
Yeah.
So that's probably the biggest difference. And food.
We
have different food.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
for
Oh,
sure.
I bet. What's your favorite like Czech food?
So there's this one meal, it's called svíčková. It's like a creamy salsa dumplings and beef. It's really good. It's like a typical food that my grandma makes right after I come back home. Always the first meal I want is this one, because you cannot really cook. You can cook it here, but it takes like 5 hours. Yeah, it's not as from your grandma. So
Yeah,
that's the one.
exactly. Yeah. Do you have a favorite American food?
I like Five Guys. So
there's a lot of fast food.
Yeah, on a cheat day, I really love big burgers. So
yeah, it's definitely interesting. America is
it's different.
yeah. Well, and there's no like serious like cultural food in America.
I feel like it's because there's so many cultures mixed up that so many people came from Europe, but every single part of Europe has different style of meals, and then Asia and South America. So there's so many foods combined. Yeah. But fast food is the best in America. Is it a good thing? No,
yeah. So you've been talking a lot about home.
Mm-hmm.
If you could bring one thing from home to America, what would it be?
So I wanted to say mom's kitchen, but you cannot really, it's not a thing and you cannot really bring it here. But what am I missing? Clay court.
Clay court.
Yeah, I want to play on hard courts here, so I would bring my own clay court and play on that.
That would be really fun actually. You could slide around.
Exactly, no, it's fun.
Yeah, you can't really slide on hard.
I mean, you can. You're just really risking your ankles.
Yeah, it's just dangerous. Yeah, it's a lot easier on clay. But what would you say is just the biggest difference between like playing tennis?
So, as I already said, the team part is so much different because at home you have some team competitions, but it's not really popular. So you mostly are just you, maybe your coach, and traveling all around. And here it's the team and the family part of it. And then the big part of playing here is playing on hardcore is much faster, especially here in altitude. It's so fast. So honestly, it's like two different worlds, from playing on clay, which is the slowest surface, to playing on hardcore in altitude, which is honestly insanely fast.
It is really fast, and like with how hard you guys hit the ball, sometimes I watch the points. Like, that is just insane. I mean, I personally never played at sea level, but I've heard it's a lot different.
But whenever we come to California, we are like, oh, we have so much time now. It's so good. It's good and bad because then you have to play longer rallies. So it's tough for your conditioning.
Yeah, the points in Colorado are really short.
Yeah, no, it's just literally when my serve is fine that day, it's easy because I just serve and that's it.
Yep.
But there are good days, there are bad days.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a fun question. Mm-hmm. If you could play doubles with any tennis player, who would you play with?
Well, I think it would be Madeline Davis, just because she's a legend. She's probably the best tennis player, doubles player, even singles player that ever lived. And I feel like we're from a different era, and I still think she's such a unique and awesome player that it would be so cool to just share a court with her and play with her.
Yeah, for
Get some wisdom from her.
Yeah. If you could choose, like, which tournament would you play at?
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon?
Yeah, it was my dream from I was 3 years old when I first started playing to just be a Wimbledon champion.
Yeah, do you plan on continuing and trying to go pro after college?
So probably not, because it's really hard and the competition is really big, and the people that are supposed to be there at Wimbledon usually don't go to college. Like, they can, they're obviously people who went through college and went pro. A lot of Americans did that.
Yeah, I know, like Danielle Collins did that.
Yeah, but it's really, really hard to get there, and it's expensive. So I think this is literally my second to last year of playing tennis, like on a really like professional-ish level. So I'm just enjoying every second of it because it's so nice to.
Okay, yeah. So my final question for you is, what is your favorite part about being an international athlete?
Yeah, so my favorite part is that you meet so many nice people from all over the world. So I have now friends from China, Great Britain, Australia, New Zealand, USA, everywhere, and you get to be best friends with people you would never meet in your life if you would just stay home and go the normal way. So yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, being coached by nice coaches.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I interview these athletes and I ask them about what their favorite part is, it always comes down to the people.
Yeah, no, it's the most important thing. I feel also in life, just being surrounded by nice people that you are happy with, and I am happy with all the people I have on the team now. So it's just it's a great privilege to be an international athlete.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, people can turn something good into something great.
Yeah. No, and this is good, or this is great, and then they made it into something insane. So
yeah, for sure.
So it's really nice.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you so much for doing this interview.
I thank you again. It was so much fun. And good luck with everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, this has been Madeline Davis with CTV. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.